Hey, alright, so this is Eric. I'm gonna do an overview of my Jeep. Did some work on it. Kind of give you an update for you guys out there. So just a little bit of info. This is '89 Jeep Cherokee Limited. Has all the luxuries of Limited with the horrible gold rims and electric everything. Has a sunroof that works. Currently not working. I have to do some rewiring, replace a couple things. Other seats, they're not too bad condition. All the basic stuff. But all right, let's get into it. So when I got it, there's some problems. Fixed it up. It's running great now. But yeah, so I got these lights up here in the front. I still have a stock bumper for now. I'm gonna build one. But I have OE headlight or fog lights here. I'm gonna get aftermarket headlight kit so I can get some brighter lights because these ones are just dull. But yeah, I got a 3-inch lift. Got a RC, full RC in the front. 3-inch coils and 9,000 shocks. I have stock brake lines right now. I just removed them and let them free ball. I'm worried about the friggin' I'm worried about it snapping in half when I'm flexing or something like that. But this should be fine. I'm gonna get some YJ lines here soon. So I'm running the stock sway bar. I did a lowering kind of kit I just made by myself. These are just leftover material from the actual shackles that I have in the back, and I just put them in there, just kind of a spacer to move it down. It works because when I got it, the angle was really tight, and it actually was touching the coil like it is now. But yeah, basically I'm just gonna take that out and just possibly get some sway bar discos, or just take it out completely and make my own disco set. But whatever works. So I might replace the LCAs too, because they have a tendency to pull back or push forward, one or the other, the axle. So do that. I'm gonna get some longer bump stops too, because that's kind of a hazard. But everything else up here is pretty much stock, all disc brake. And that's about it. I got new mirrors. I think they're out of a '93. They're all chrome. They're pretty nice. They're electric. Not the greatest. I want to get some like manual ones because out on the trail, I'm afraid I'm gonna take these off. But yeah, but they're nice. They work, I think. I don't know, I never used them. Yeah, I'm gonna move on to the back here. So basically, for the back, and I got a hitch on here finally, so it's gonna be my rear tow point. For now, this bumper is kind of effed up. But I'm going to make a new one too. I'm going to put a tire carry on here also, and put a tire in the back. I have a spare coming too for my 31. But anyways, this is the shackle. It's just kind of, I don't know if you can see it in the dark, but it's just 2 flat pieces of metal that I got. I think I got from AutoZone, and it gave you 4 bolts to run in the holes. And it said not to like drill them out or anything, but use the smaller bolts that they gave you. And on the top of the Cherokees, the new bolts don't match the old bolt thread. They're slightly smaller, or the originals are slightly bigger. But anyway, so I had to drill them out. Anyway, so I just drilled them and threw them back in there, and then I just decided to do the bottoms too and use the originals. So yeah, then I used that's the silver one on top. I just put in there just to kind of hold it together so it wouldn't bend or anything when I'm flexing or twisting or whatever. But yeah, it's not bad. I think it gave me a full 3 inches, maybe a little bit more, in the rear. Also, I got one RC 9000 in the rear. I don't have the other one yet because when I bought them, apparently they're sold it separately. So, yeah, yeah, this is where it's sitting now. It's sitting a little bit higher. It's overall it's supposed to be about 3 inches. I'm not sure if it's quite right, but I know I have bigger tires in the back. They're like 1 inch higher or something like that. They're 33s in they're 35 or 235, and then the fronts are 225. So they're slightly bigger in the back. And also I noticed like a lot of the Cherokees when they get lifted, the rear always tends to be stuck a little bit. But I'm planning on trimming my fenders another inch or so I can get a little more clearance. But I'm gonna move on to the next clip here.